All right, how you doing, guys? This is Frisbee Sports. Gonna talk about Dewayne Haskins declaring for the NFL draft. My guy, Buckeye quarterback. Um, so what do I think about this? Obviously, this is the right decision. If you don't think that, you basically just you want him to stay as a Buckeye fan. I would have liked to see him stay. I think he has a lot more potential. I wanted to see him, win a Heisman. I think he got disrespected um, as far as the Heisman race goes. Um, a little bit more about Haskins. As far as stats and stuff goes, 2017 season, he was 40 of 57 passes for 565 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Obviously, he sat behind JT Barrett. But what Buckeye fans are going to remember Haskins for that year, 2017 season, he stepped in for an injured JT Barrett and he beat that team up north. What a performance he had in that game, stepping in, filling the shoes. If I'm not mistaken, we came from behind and won. Um, and obviously, that won over Buckeye fans as soon as that happened. So, and actually, a lot of people thought he was better than JT. I myself um, agreed with that. Obviously, he wasn't going to start over JT, but it is what it is. As far as this season, he had an unbelievable season, and that's why he's declaring for the draft, obviously. 2018 season, he 4,831 yards, 50 TDs to 8 interceptions. If you, that's amazing. Let me just tell you right now, that's amazing. Heisman finalist, should he have gotten more respect? Yes, I already said that. He won many awards. I was surprised. I didn't realize how many awards he actually won. I was looking at the list, and I mean, it just keeps going on and on. So he's a heck of a player. Known this season, Buckeye fans remember this season not only for his, unbelievable performances, but more specifically, the performance in the game versus that team up north. Again, had a heck of a game. Obviously we won that game 62-39. A lot of people thought that was kind of his Heisman moment because Michigan had that number one defense. Um, you know, but it's funny because after that game, everybody said they sucked, which it's ridiculous. It seems like we beat them, and then they all of a sudden magically, oh my gosh, English, they all of a sudden suck, which whatever. Um, so a little bit more on Haskins. If you watch Ohio State, he's a heck of a quarterback. He's an NFL build. I said, he's 6'3", 218 pounds. He is a big dude. I've gotten to see him in person. Got to see his, pros and cons in person. He's a good quarterback, and I think he's going to be a star in the NFL. I don't think he's the most polished quarterback right now as far as draft him and he can start. I think he's going to have to learn a lot. But I do think he made the right decision. He had a great year, and when you have a first round talent, now we're going to talk about the draft order and where I think he's going to go. But let me just say this: when you have a first round talent on you, you're going to be making millions upon millions upon millions. Regardless on if you suck, total failure, or if you're great. So for him, if he didn't go, it would be a mistake. It's obviously a tough decision to make because you love your school, they recruited you, they invested in you, and obviously you want to give to them what you can. But in my opinion, he did, and he gave the best thing that he could. Other than a national championship, a Rose Bowl championship. Sending Urban out on the right note, he'll go down as Urban's last quarterback. Um, so he had a heck of a performance this year, and I don't know if he's questionable on his season or whatever. I don't know why it took so long to determine why he was or if he was going to the draft or not. But I do believe that he made the right decision, and he should be proud of what he did. He had a heck of a Buckeye career, even though he only had 1 year starting. He had a heck of a Buckeye career, and at least me, I speak for Buckeye fans. I think we'll remember him as one of those holy crap quarterbacks to where it's like you watch him in every game. He's putting up crazy numbers. So, I mean, you see his 2018 season, 4,831 yards, 50 TDs to 8 interceptions. If that's crazy. That's amazing. As far as where I think he could go. Now, this is very interesting to me because the NFL right now, we're starting to see young quarterbacks starting to step in. So there's not a whole bunch of teams that need quarterbacks. There's only, I don't know, maybe 6, probably more than that. I'm probably thinking of not some of them, but. But anyway, here's the current draft order as it stands. Picking first, the Arizona Cardinals. 2, the Niners. 3, the Jets. Then Oakland, Tampa Bay, the Giants, and the Jags. Now, this is an interesting thing. I heard today, or I got the alert, I believe it was Bleacher Report, not that it matters, but the Cardinals, the rumor was the Cardinals are possibly going to look to trade Rosen in hopes of drafting Kyler Murray. And you know what? I'll include that in this video too. Kyler Murray, if you go to the NFL draft, it's not a smart decision. I like Kyler Murray a lot, so it's not like I'm hating on him. He's an amazing quarterback, but the NFL is a different dog. So, I mean, if he does in the end decide to go, I think he'll regret it in the end. But that's not what this video is about. This is about Haskins. So, assuming that the Cardinals don't take a quarterback, I know they've denied that rumor, but obviously the Cardinals don't need a quarterback unless they decide, like I said. The Niners don't need a quarterback. The Jets believe they got their guy, even though I disagree with that. The Raiders sitting at number 4 in the draft. This is where it gets interesting for Haskins to me. You've seen Gruden trade guys who everybody just turns their head like, what is he doing? Obviously traded Khalil Mack to the Bears, Amari Cooper to the Cowboys. I know you're happy, Dylan. So, will Gruden trade Derek Carr? Who knows? That's one of the places that I think you could see him get snagged. So we'll see with that. Next, picking 5, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Obviously you've seen this season they flip-flopped with Jameis and Beard Man. I forgot his name, so we're just going to go with that. So you never know. They could decide to take a quarterback. Fitzpatrick. That's his name, Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm an idiot. So you never know. They could take a quarterback. Bruce Arians stepping in as that head coach. So who knows? Maybe he doesn't want either and just decides to go a new route as far as the quarterback position. Number 6, in the place that I believe he should go, and I believe they might have to trade up to get him, the New York Giants. Eli Manning and Dwayne Haskins are similar style quarterbacks. Now, obviously, in my opinion now, Haskins would be better than Eli's playing right now. I know I said Haskins probably wouldn't be the best to start immediately, but the Giants are in a tough predicament here. Obviously from the time they got Eli, Eli wanted to go to New York. They have a good connection with Eli. Super Bowls. It's hard to just say bye. It is. But they are not a bad team. When you have Saquon Barkley and you see what he's done, who knows? He could be Rookie of the Year. I think Baker should get it. But anyway, the Giants have a good team. They got good receivers, obviously. Odell. I like Sterling Shepard. So I'd like to see, me personally, I'd like to see Haskins go to the Giants because I believe he could step in and take over for Eli, and I think he could do big things there. But I do think they might have to trade up to get him. One of the top 3 teams could be looking to trade, possibly Oakland or LA. I don't even know what I'm supposed to call them. I know they could be looking for a home next year, so we'll just call them the Raiders. Who cares? After the Giants, the Jaguars are picking. They're going to take a quarterback, possibly. I mean, if they like anybody there. So basically, for Dwayne Haskins, you're pretty much guaranteed to be picked. By, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6. You're guaranteed to be picked by the 6th pick. Sixth pick. If I knew how to freaking talk. Anyway, so that's why he's going to the draft, and that's why he should have went. You can't not go that high, if that made any sense. What I meant to say was you can't come back when you can go that high. I put everything I have betting that he goes in the top 6. If he falls out of the 6, he's either going to go to possibly Cincinnati, Denver. I don't know. I don't remember who else is sitting there. But anyway, he's going to be a first-round quarterback, and that's the main part. So, good decision by him. As far as the Buckeye side, I do believe we're not going to have that much of a drop-off. My guy, Justin Fields, is now here. Breaking today, Tate Martell is in the transfer portal, so we'll see what happens with that. But no, so in conclusion, Haskins made the right decision. As a Buckeye fan, where I'd like to see him go would be the Giants. I'd like to see what he could do. I believe in him, and I think he could be a pretty big star or success in the NFL. So without further ado, that's the end of this video. So please like, comment, subscribe, notifications. If you like this video, please like it. Anyway. All right. See you in the next video.